That ugly money. Yeah, say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar and your first million. That's ugly money.
And we are live. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to yet another edition of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, uglymoneyniche. This episode being brought to you by Goliath Phallus Elixir, the #1 all-natural male enhancement product in the country, in the world, and in the stratosphere. Men on average last 2 to 3 times longer while using Goliath. So if you want to go from Gummy Bear to Grizzly Bear, from zero to hero, go to GoliathXXL.com to get yours today. All natural male supplements. It's made of nuts and berries, so if you want to put your nuts in the berry, go to Goliath. Y'all know what I need y'all to do before we get this show started? Drop them cities and locations and hit that like button. Drop them cities in the chat right now. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. Let's get into it and get the super chats going. You got a question for myself during this show, send it with a super chat and it will be read and discussed in full. Hey man, my guy, we're gonna go back up top today. Buffalo, New York song. CEO and founder of BLNY. Y'all show your love one time for Rich. What's up, my brother?
Maintaining, man. Just chilling, hanging in there.
Hey, man, welcome back down south.
Thank you.
Now, this is cold for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is it still cold for you, though?
It's cold for being down here. But it's not cold from where I just came from. No.
Right. Like we freezing right here, right? This is it's different. Like niggas
it is different. It shocked me.
Right.
I was not gonna bring the jacket at first.
Right.
But then I said, let me go with my first mind. Brought the jacket.
I'm glad you did.
Yes, I am.
Because Atlanta ain't supposed to be this cold.
No, sir.
It only be cold for like a week. Next week it'll be warm again. You know, the weather out here is unpredictable. Sometimes it just do whatever it want to do. Whatever. That ugly morning. Man, you are from Buffalo, New York.
Absolutely.
Are you a Bills fan?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
To a degree.
I got one word. I got one name to say. And I want you to tell me what's the first thing that come to your mind when I say this name. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Thurman Thomas.
A Bills legend.
You know what word come to me? Fumble! Fumble! As a Cowboys fan, Thurman Thomas is my favorite running back outside of Emmitt Smith.
Okay.
You know why? Because if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, we would have had that one.
Hey man, you know, do you remember I think Buffalo went to the Super Bowl like 4 times in a row?
4 times.
And lost 4 times.
Respectfully.
How hard? And they haven't been back since.
We pushing, man.
Y'all are pretty good this year.
Yeah, we pushing, man.
I can't talk too much shit, nigga. We barely making the playoffs. We beat the Eagles though.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. My brother Biz, he an Eagles fan. I tell him all the time, like, brother, we already won the Super Bowl. We beat y'all, nigga. We good.
Yeah, y'all got one.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We pushing for one, and I'm telling you, we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
Y'all quarterback is he's solid. I will say, you know, Buffalo, y'all are regular season champs, bro. Y'all.
Yeah. No, and I can agree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they hype us up, and then all of a sudden they just make a left turn, and it's like, what happened? What happened to the momentum? Got a little too comfortable.
Man,
maybe a few wins that.
Right.
I don't know, but they do it to us because we you know, the Bills got a mafia.
Okay.
It's called Bills Mafia.
Huh.
Now this is worldwide.
Okay.
They go everywhere. They travel wherever the Bills games is going. They go state to state and create havoc on Bills' behalf. And they always get the Bills Mafia hyped up, you know, to kind of let us down, you know. And they be repping too. I mean, people be taking off work.
Yeah, for sure.
Catching that bus, catching that flight.
Crazy.
And they're ending up at the game for the Bills to.
Hey, y'all know worse. Y'all know worse than Atlanta Falcons fans. You know, me living in Atlanta, being a Cowboys fan. You know, the sense of delusion that Atlanta's Falcons fan, look at Gator, he over there, he mad already. Look at see here, Falcons, look at it, yeah, dude, talking about the shitty boy. Hey man, the amount of delusion that Falcons fans have to think that they have a chance every year, and every year they put on the red and the black, and they rise up just to fall down.
The desire's there.
Not the desire to win.
We be hoping, man. For our team, we be rooting.
You know. Anytime you're around, I'm gonna tell you. Anytime you around an Atlanta Falcons fan, and they talking shit, just say Thomas Brady. See how they look up right now?
You want to start a fight. You want to start a war. Yeah. No, Tom Brady had us too.
Tom Brady had everybody.
You mentioned that name, oh man, you might have to go in the yard. Knuckle up.
But don't you think that's like remarkable? Like, okay, he was the last picked person in his draft. Like literally the last person selected to become the greatest quarterback. He's not physically gifted. He doesn't have the strongest arm. How did Tom Brady become so great with having less talent than just about everybody else in the NFL?
I'm gonna just say I think Tom wanted it more. You know, and he studied right along with the great coach. He had a great coach, so he studied the strategy and the plan and executed it. I'm gonna say better than anybody, because Tom Brady will get you in a fight where I'm from.
I just find it remarkable, brother. He ain't faster than nobody.
No.
He not stronger than nobody. He not more physically gifted than nobody.
He just precise.
But how the fuck is he to go?
Because he can put that ball right where it need to be.
Within a 30 yards. Because he can't even throw that far.
Right where it need to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Right where it need to be.
So I think that Tom Brady, and this may be a hot take, Tom Brady is the least talented legendary quarterback of all time.
That ugly money.
He is the most skilled quarterback of all time.
That ugly money.
Natural God-given talent, Tom Brady has none.
That ugly money.
10,000 hours of mastery and skill and precision and working on his craft. He is the GOAT of all GOATs.
That ugly money.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't have
practice is made perfect.
He didn't have any of the gifts, bro.
He wasn't born with that suit.
He doesn't have any of the gifts that Lamar Jackson has, bro.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
True indeed.
But yet he's considered the GOAT. He didn't have none of the gifts. He didn't have the athletic. He didn't have the speed. He didn't have the agility. He didn't have the arm. He didn't have none of that. But yet, Tom Brady, I mean, it was a time where he was just like he was winning Super Bowls like they was regular games.
Absolutely, and that's what I mean. He put the ball where it needed to be. His preciseness, it never failed.
So my next question: would you rather have God-given talent, or would you rather have 10,000 hours of mastery?
God-given talent all day for me, because I can put 10,000 hours behind that.
Hey,
that ugly money.
It's all about a mindset, right?
That ugly money.
Absolutely.
So the fact that Tom Brady is the least talented person but the most skilled person, and he dominated for that period of time, would that say that the rest of the quarterbacks didn't want it as much as Tom Brady?
I don't know.
Jim Kelly didn't want it as much as Tom Brady?
I ain't gonna say
You see how I tried to twist that?
Kelly was nice too, but I don't know, man. It's just the timing, man. Timing. it's certain times greats are born or presented in that game of football, and it's just, you know, Tom Brady came around that time, and he executed it definitely the way it needed to be.
No, for sure.
That ugly money.
You from Buffalo. Let's talk about Griselda.
That ugly money.
What is the impact that Griselda music has had on the Buffalo, New York scene?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Uh-oh.
Buffalo had
it's
the
coming.
impact on the Griselda scene.
Okay.
Okay? Because what they're projecting is nothing but really what's really going down.
Okay.
Like on that east side, on that west side, some parts, north side, south side of Buffalo, it's really trap city. You know what I'm saying? And cats is really getting to it, and Griselda bring that to the forefront. So Buffalo already been that. You know what I mean? Before they got on, Buffalo was already displaying that flavor, that hustler, that whole boom bap, that gritty, that's
Right.
us. That's, you know, that's what we rap. That's where we come from.
So what Griselda did was they illustrated life of
Absolutely.
Buffalo and took the sound that Buffalo already had to the forefront.
Absolutely.
So Buffalo musically was known to be a boom bap
Absolutely.
city.
Absolutely.
It's just that the world didn't know.
The world had no idea. No idea.
That's hard.
That ugly money.
So with that being said, then Griselda is some true blue Buffalo artist.
Absolutely.
That ugly money.
1000%.
I would hate to go to a party up in Buffalo then.
That ugly money.
What the fuck do they play at the party, man?
No, but I'm gonna say this.
Talk to me.
Buffalo is definitely universal.
Okay.
Because you have you have downstate New York, which is the city.
Right?
We call it the city.
For sure.
That's downstate.
Yes, sir.
But they come upstate
Okay.
because we have that homebody.
Y'all got grass and yards.
We have projects as well.
Okay.
And alleys
Okay.
on those sides, east side.
But y'all do have yards too,
we
right?
do have yards.
Hey, winning. I went to New York City and saw 2 blades of grass and 1 tree. Oh, God, nigga. I was like, what the fuck? Where the grass at, nigga? How is there oxygen in here? Where are the trees?
That ugly money.
The downstate,
Yeah.
concrete, for real. Upstate, yes, we got grass.
That's
We got
crazy.
grass.
That's
but we
crazy.
have sidewalks.
Y'all got sidewalks.
And we have streets.
Gang.
And you need to stay in your lane.
What is the most dangerous part of Buffalo?
The east side of Buffalo is the most dangerous. But it really depends, because you could be on the west side too and just bump into the wrong issue. You know? Because, see, the west side is more Spanish and African. It's more diverse with foreigners. The east side is more African American, blend with a little Spanish. So, you know, you come on the east side, you're gonna get more of the hood. You go on the west side, you're gonna get the hood, but you're gonna get a little more of the city.
That is.
That ugly money.
Last football question.
That ugly money.
You just gotta talk about football with somebody from Buffalo, dog.
That ugly money.
You know what I mean?
Buffalo's a diehard football.
You know what I mean? You gotta talk about football, bro.
They sleep.
What is your thought process on how Kevin Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns are handling the Shedeur Sanders situation?
I really don't have too much take on it, because, you know, Shedeur making a name for himself.
For sure.
You know, so he already came in feeling like he had nothing to prove because of his background. But they trying to stifle him and put a lid on, I guess, his arrogance maybe. You know? But he has that showmanship because, you know, Deion is his father, so I don't know. I think they need to handle him a little better, though.
Do you think that they are purposely mistreating him because of his confidence, or his background with him being Deion Sanders?
No, absolutely. They trying to deflate that ego because he's already coming in like, my father was one of the greatest, and I'm gonna push it even further without him having to bow down. I'm gonna push it further, and they like, nah, you gonna have to respect, the higher ups of the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
does it seem almost like plantation like, where it's like you're trying to break a strong, you know what I'm saying? Like they used to call it buck breaking.
No,
They take the strong black man and break him down in front of all the other niggas, and so the niggas won't revolt.
True.
Are they scared that Shedeur is going to incite some kind of nigga rebellion? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy.
Or just too many gonna think they got that confidence to just be all willy-nilly, so to speak. They might start coming to practice late.
Oh.
Because they feel like without me, there's no you. And they don't want that. They want you to always understand there's nothing bigger than the program.
That ugly money.
Modern day buck breaking.
Absolutely.
I mean, because I just think that it's no way that in hell that anybody would think that Dylan Gabriel is better than Shedeur Sanders. I mean, it was easily, at least from my vantage point, it was easily visible that Shedeur was a better quarterback. I ain't saying that he's the greatest quarterback ever, but he's definitely better than Dylan. He was their best option when he got drafted, 5th round.
Yeah.
You don't agree?
Yeah. I mean, because Shedeur, he still got to prove himself, though.
But who in the Cleveland quarterback room was better than just Shedeur?
I couldn't say.
Exactly. Me and you both. Now, I ain't saying another team. Like, I'm not saying, hey, Shedeur got Patrick Mahomes. No, in that sorry-ass Cleveland goddamn locker room. He the best quarterback, though. He the smartest kid on the short bus.
Absolutely.
All right, now let's talk about your evolution of you starting BLNY.
Okay.
You got your own clothing line, apparel, and everything in your brand. What initially sparked your entrepreneurial spirit?
Well, I've been an entrepreneur since I was a child. That was kind of like something. There we go with the God talent, the God given. It was more so like I've always knew I was going to work for myself and be self-employed.
Amen.
So just from sketching little bake sales and, I did the lemonade stand sketch.
Okay.
And all that. But see, my mother was more blue collar, so she like, boy, kill the dreams, get a real job type.
Mm-hmm.
But I always stuck with my guns. So, when I became a teenager, I, jumped off the porch.
Right.
And it was more kind of like relative to my entrepreneurial spirit. You know what I'm saying? But I always used that as a stepping stone to wanting to create my first fashion, because we was Wu-Tang fans.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean? And they
atomically.
Come on, man.
Socrates' philosophies, the hypotheses can't
Come
define
on,
how mockery.
Come on, man.
Lyrically performed armed robbery. Y'all don't know.
And when they came with Wu Wear,
right? I remember that.
It was like, now we could do that too.
For sure.
It's a group, and in Buffalo where, at my time of coming up, we was more crude. It wasn't gang. It was more street crews, hood, neighborhood, community crews. So, our crew, we always felt creative, and I just was one of those, like, man, we're gonna start a clothing brand. And just pushing through it, trying to learn it, because back then it wasn't as given to you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You had to really like look China up, and China said, nah, we need like 40,000 to even start a jean prototype back then.
Wow.
So yeah, I've been digging in it for a long time, but when I first came into fruition was probably like 2003. I had like a little clothing line. You know, it didn't sell much because I didn't know nothing about the marketing or the promotion.
A lot of people don't understand that like, clothing in general is a slow grind anyway.
Absolutely.
Slow build.
Absolutely.
They think like, I'm eventually going to start a clothing line and little baby going to wear it and I'm going to blow up.
And that's the misconception. Nah, because they do.
Yeah.
Or they think that they'll create a nice design or a lit design and everybody's going to gravitate to it. But see, I had to learn through money and time. You know, money and time, and just trial and error.
Right.
What is taking that risk?
What is some advice for somebody that's trying to start their clothing line today they would need to take with them day one?
First, you got to make sure you got the financial backing.
Amen to that.
That's first. Before the ideal is great and everything, knowing where to go and all that, that's good. But nobody listens to nothing unless it's money. And if you got the money, then make your dream come true. You know, so first figure out how much you gonna need to make that vision. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to make it from scratch, if you want to do it from raw material, if you want to do it from screen print, if you want to reach out to a manufacturer now, because it's so easy now with Instagram.
Right.
You know.
So you gotta. It's a business.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times creatives only focus on the creative aspect of things, but they totally disregard the business, but then get frustrated when their creation can't thrive and can't move because there's no businesses backing it. It's kind of like rappers.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Rappers always want to go to the studio and rap, but it's like, okay, when it comes time for promotion and marketing and pushing, you're like,
selling yourself.
But I'm hard. Yeah, nobody give a fuck if nobody know you.
No, popularity don't make sales. You know what I mean? It give views.
Right.
But it is not necessarily gonna make sales. And you have to learn how to sell it and put it in front of the people that want it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Target audience.
And absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I learned. I had to learn when I stopped rapping in 2017, 2018. I look back at my career. I was like, okay, I'm extremely talented. I know I'm hardworking as hell. And then, of course, I had like a legendary cosign and backing with Ball and G. I'm like, okay, why didn't I pop? If all of the things that I think that an artist needs to blow up, if I had it, then how the hell didn't it, it didn't pop for me? And I spent the next couple of years learning marketing and promotion.
Okay.
And learning the importance of a target audience and a core fan base.
Learning the back end.
Yeah. And so it literally, like, it blew my mind of how I was playing the game wrong. I was playing a completely different game.
Absolutely.
Than what was actually being played. I'm playing the talent show game, bro.
No,
I'm playing
1,000%.
And everybody else is playing business. And I'm like,
1,000%.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean I can't rap my way to stardom?
And we all thought that. It's the same thing with the clothing brand.
Right.
I can't screen print my way to Neiman's, Saks.
Right.
You know? Because that's kind of like, that's the big league. That's where you really should be trying to aim for.
For sure.
Not only just have your own flow, but you want to get in there.
For sure.
You know, you want to get in the field where it's really targeted. And that's what people, that's the misconception. They
miss the whole business part.
Completely. And I had to learn that through trial and error. But
how do you stop yourself from becoming the mad creator? Because I ain't gonna cap, I became a mad rapper. I'm like, fuck these niggas. I'm harder than all these niggas. Your radio station, fuck your radio station, fuck you, D. I remember I used to I got in a fight with DJs because they weren't playing my music. I'm dead ass serious. I was mad. I'm like, I know I'm hard.
Yeah, you know what I learned though? You can't be emotional.
There it is.
Because you're gonna crash out.
Yep.
Based on your temperament. Oh, yeah.
And burn bridges that are hard as hell to ever repair.
And don't realize how much you really needed that bridge. He might have been wrong.
For sure.
But you just couldn't control it.
And let's talk about that, bro. Because a lot of times we, especially as young men, burn bridges that we're going to have to cross over, and we're burning them down. Yes, the person did wrong, but talk about like the importance of having restraint in business.
No, that's foundation. That's gonna get you to succeeding every time, because the BS is in there.
It's there.
And sometimes it's business for some people. BS is the business. And if they catch you on the sticky trap, you good as God. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And if you don't catch it, you're going to be looking around like, nah, I want my money back or something, something, something. And it's going to be like, that was business, bro. You didn't catch it. So restraint, you might just have to take that L, come back stronger on another note.
Right.
My motto is, if they don't let me through the front door, you already know. I'm coming through the back door.
Come on, baby.
You know, nowadays some cats is coming through the window.
Hey,
so they like, nah, you know, you're not keeping me out of this. So yeah, you know.
But I think the people that use the back door a lot of times are more successful in the long haul.
Absolutely.
Than the people that are let in through the front door.
No, absolutely.
Because the person that was let in through the front door doesn't appreciate the presence of being inside of the room. The person that had to go around back, the person that had to work their way in, the person that had to go through hula hoops to get in there, they're going to appreciate this room way more. Like I can remember.
Absolutely.
I can remember the moment that I moved to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember the movie Paid in Full. When Wood Harris is there and he looks up and it's money falling from the ceiling, right?
Absolutely.
And he was the only one that saw it. That's exactly what I saw when I moved to Atlanta.
That ugly money.
I was like, it's niggas out here getting money.
Yeah.
That ugly money.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see the money.
Yeah.
That ugly money.
Yeah.
Nigga, it's money everywhere around this motherfucker.
It was like a gold mine.
Right? And I'm like, wait a minute, and you don't see that money right there?
I'm telling you.
And nobody's paying attention to it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick it up.
I'm telling you. I'm
gonna pick it up.
Around that time, I actually had a small little brand in the I want to say not the Greenbrier, but one of the flea markets back then.
Right.
I had a little booth in the flea market and was trying to push a brand in, but nobody understanding. The A-Town was strictly like brand.
Right.
It wasn't Tommy Hill. It wasn't Polo. They like, I don't even know what that is. And yeah, I experienced that, man. But yeah.
Yeah,
and it was money everywhere.
Money.
But that goes back to what we were saying.
We're full, by the way. Y'all can't move here.
That ugly money.
I was the last one that was allowed to move.
That ugly money.
Yeah, it's filled now. It's just capacity.
That ugly money.
Don't come here, nigga. Go to Houston.
That ugly money.
I hear a lot of good things about Houston.
Yeah, hey, me too.
I never been. I want to go.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes, like I said, you the same opportunity that one person is complaining about, another person will take that as the biggest blessing. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, to be able to be around someone of note, some people will be around that somebody and complain that somebody's not putting them on.
I could dig it.
Whereas somebody that doesn't have anyone just would love to be around somebody so they can learn from.
Absolutely.
And in essence, this opportunity that this person is complaining about, this person is seeing as the biggest blessing. It's just a matter of perception.
Yeah, and that taking things for granted.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a lot of that.
A lot of taking things for granted, a lot of lack of gratitude. And yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard getting in the room with those people that genuinely want to come together and make it happen.
No, for sure.
Especially for us.
Like-minded individuals.
That ugly money.
And it's like, you can waste a lot of time and definitely a lot of money.
You know, yeah, when you find your tribe, when I call it my tribe,
okay,
of the like-minded individuals, you know what I'm saying? When you find your tribe, half the battle's already done.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be able to play off each other.
Absolutely.
Right? And I normally can identify one of my tribe members just by meeting him. You see what I'm saying? Like my boy Gator in the back.
Okay.
That ugly money.
Like mine.
That ugly money.
I recognize a nigga before I knew the nigga.
That ugly money.
Jen right there.
Okay.
She came on my show.
That ugly money.
I listened to her for 10 minutes. We're like, oh no, you're talking to my, hey, you one of me.
That ugly
You
money.
feel what I'm saying?
You can relate.
Like-minded individuals. And eventually, we may not get no money on Tuesday. But maybe 30 Tuesdays down the line, we may hit a blick.
Absolutely.
Goddamn, 2 years from now. But the fact of the matter is that, like, once you're around the like-minded people, that type of energy and that type of manifestation, something is going to happen.
Everybody's
It may not happen like that,
Right.
but it's eventually going to happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's move forward, man. This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's the process of success. Everything between your first dollar and your first million. That's Ugly Money. Talk to me about a time in your life. Tell me a story about a time in your life where you fell down and you got back up, and how'd you do it?
Oh man, right before the pandemic, I had owned a novelty store. We was selling hoverboards, scooters, all that kind of stuff, DVDs, magazines, all that. And I had owned a restaurant at the time. And the pandemic came and it just crushed everything. Like, kind of like swiped the rug right from under me because I didn't expect it. And that drove a brother into a spiral, which drove me to say, let me get back into my passion. Long story short.
Right.
And that's where the BLNY birthed, because it was like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur forever, man. I can't let it stop me, you know?
God closed one door to open up a bigger one.
And that's how I look at
Ain't
it.
that crazy, though?
That's real. Yeah.
Bro, I got a
absolutely.
similar story, bro. I lie to you not, man. In 2018, you know, I had just retired from being a rapper, and I was, at that particular moment in time, like a club promoter. I was doing like slap boxing and shit all over the freaking country. And I remember I was doing this club in Augusta. And I would drive from Atlanta 2.5 hours to Augusta to do this after-hour spot. Now, this spot didn't normally do after hours, like an old people spot.
Okay.
But I knew that just from my expertise in marketing, you know, expertise in the business, I knew that they were eligible to stay open later than all of the other clubs because they had a kitchen, right?
Got
This is some real game for y'all young niggas.
That ugly money.
So I knew that there was a gap in the market, and after 2 o'clock, all the clubs had to close in Augusta. Only restaurants could stay open, right? Because Waffle House, Denny's, IHOP. I'm like, oh, it's a restaurant. It can stay open.
Okay.
In turn, meaning I could throw an after party there.
That ugly
Right?
money.
So I go there, I bring this idea. They had never thought about it before in life, right? I bring this idea. I'm like, hey, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to, from 2 to 4 o'clock, we're going to pack this shit out like it's, you know, 11 o'clock at night.
Gotcha.
And it was like, you think you can do that? I'm like, yeah, I know for sure. So I kick it off. It becomes the biggest thing in the city, right?
That ugly
The name of
money.
this club is called Private Eye.
That ugly money.
Becomes the biggest thing in the city, right? funny story. One night, it's packed as hell. Some dude walks up to me, asks me to perform. I say, hey, man, give me $150, I'll let you perform.
That ugly money.
Nigga slide $40 to me.
That ugly money.
I slide it back.
That ugly money.
Say, brother, we can just get it some other time.
Absolutely.
He slide the $40 back to me. I say, hey, brother, listen, I'm not taking no $40. I ain't your hoe.
That ugly money.
So the man, in turn, gets so upset that he takes his shirt off, and you can start seeing, like, I don't know if he was going through something, but you see his eyes start watering. No, man, you don't want to let a nigga perform. You trying to hold a nigga back. And I'm sitting in this chair. And I'm like, it's a grown-ass man with a shirt off crying in the club with $40.
Yeah, that's with $40. Absolutely.
So when I kind of realized, and given this, all this is happening within seconds, I kind of realized that a nigga had took off his shirt, which means that, okay, nigga, you ready to do something.
Right.
Let me prepare myself to go ahead and handle it. And so my daddy always told me, you don't start no fight and you don't lose no fight.
Okay.
Or you're gonna have to fight me.
No, that's a fact.
I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to hit me first.
That ugly money.
The moment that I feel threatened,
That ugly money.
we going upside your shit.
That ugly money.
So in turn, while he was jumping around, okay, I hit him with a right hook. He falls down to the ground or whatever, and I kind of I fight the same every way. Ricky attests to it. As you're falling, I'm hitting you while you're falling.
Right, that is beat.
And then, I'm going to beat you to the ground. And then when you're on the ground, I'm going to pound you some more because I'm fat. I get tired quick.
That ugly money.
I got to finish this fight in 10 seconds, 15 seconds or less.
That ugly
So in 15 seconds, I got to make sure that you're so fucked up that you don't want to go a couple of rounds.
That ugly money.
So anyway, long story short, simple. Altercation happened. Shouts out, dude. We cool to this day now.
That ugly money.
Anyway, I beat dude ass in the club. So we get the security footage.
That ugly money.
And Ricky, this is how you know why I don't do certain things.
That ugly money.
So we get the security footage back. And so by this time, the dude is already online like, yeah, man, they jumped me, bro. They jumped me. Man, Nietzsche and them jumped me. This is years ago. Man, they jumped me. Man, we ain't jumped, nigga. I beat you by myself.
Right, you whooped him.
So I just happened to leak the security video.
That ugly money.
Okay.
Like, boy, stop lying.
That ugly money.
Don't nobody out there.
that's
Right? Because I'm just trying to set the record straight.
That ugly money.
It just leaked out somewhere. So anyway, long story short, simple. The club says we can no longer do business with you because you were fighting at the club.
That ugly money.
I'm like, you wouldn't have. So wait a minute. You're gonna take my idea and continue on without me because I had to defend myself from one of your customers, our customers.
They do that.
And at that time, brother, I was making like $500 a night at that club or whatever, bro. So I was extremely upset because I really fucking needed that money.
True did.
So my first Friday weekend back in Atlanta, not having to go to Augusta, I said, I got to figure out something else.
Okay.
That's when I started Ugly Money Entertainment.
That ugly money.
That's when I started Ugly Money Podcast.
That ugly money.
That's when I started the Ugly Money Music Summit.
That ugly money.
And let's say I make a little more than $500 a night.
That ugly money.
I told you, I've been watching you since you had the dread. Man, I'm telling you.
So, I totally get you, man. Sometimes God will close one door to open up another. Because had I never closed that door, I'd probably still be in Augusta trying to throw parties.
Now, what if you would have just quit?
We don't have that option.
And that's what I'm talking about. Long as you don't quit, you keep striving, you got that entrepreneurial spirit. You gonna make it happen.
We're gonna figure it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I never had that one. The moment that I had children, the option of quitting.
It goes.
My daughter, 23 years old.
Okay.
And my crowning jewel of an argument is, in the years, I've never missed a child support payment.
Good shit.
I got 5 kids. I've never missed a child support payment, not 1 year. There's been years that I've been homeless. I ain't had no car. I ain't had no crib. I ain't had no job. But my kids have never felt the ramifications of my life. I'm extremely proud of that.
No,
and
that's good shit.
Yeah, it was never. It wasn't an option.
No,
because Shamira, she got to eat.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Regardless. Because
that kid loved me more than all these motherfuckers.
Genuinely.
For sure.
No, absolutely.
And so, a lot of black men don't have the option to fail or option to quit. We can fail, but we can't quit.
True.
Because there's other people that are banking on us to get up and be ourselves.
That ugly money.
All right, man, I'm going to say
that ugly money.
2 names.
That ugly money.
I want you to pick one.
That ugly money.
And why?
That ugly money.
Jay-Z or Nas?
And I'm stick to my guns on this one too.
I'm ready to argue.
Because I'm gonna have to go Nas. Only because Nas is part of the original boom bap era. Before Jay-Z was even known, Nas had an album out.
Right.
So he kind of influenced me first. Don't get me wrong. I take nothing from Hov. He is definitely the greatest. But Nas had a better impact, a more influential impact on me. So I'm gonna have to go with Nas, man.
That ugly money.
There's times in my life
that ugly money.
where I buy cereal in the bag
That ugly money.
instead of buying Fruity Pebbles.
That ugly money.
Because it's more convenient for my pocket.
That ugly money.
Nas is your cereal in the bag.
That ugly money.
If you get it, you get it.
That ugly money.
It's more convenient for you.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Because sometimes that cereal in the bag got more nutrients.
It do.
That ugly money.
Hey, man.
He can't be my cereal in the bag. I gotta go with him. I told you I'm standing on my guns with this.
Hey,
one,
man, you know what's crazy about that cereal shit, though, right? You ask certain people, you can tell a lot by a person by what kind of cereal they like.
Okay.
Like you ever think about this? If a person say like cornflakes, Raisin Bran, Kicks, they wick back.
Hey, a little
They hood. They hood. Those were the free cereals. I never forget, I used to go to my cousin's house in Hampton in 757, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We had Frosted
Absolutely.
Flakes at my house. My dad used to buy us Frosted Flakes.
That was a treat.
Right, we go to my cousin's house. They got cornflakes, Kellogg cornflakes with the goddamn rooster on the bitch.
Got you.
And they
Yeah.
put sugar on the shit.
A lot of sugar.
And they talking about, I'm like, what
A lot of sugar.
yeah, I'm like, where the Frosted Flakes at, right? They like, yeah, here they go. I'm like, this ain't Frosted Flakes. It ain't a tiger on there.
No, sir.
They just put a whole bunch of sugar.
Cornelius the Rooster. I think that's
You from the hood and you eat Kellogg's cornflakes.
And I'm talking about a lot of sugar.
The sugar be at the bottom of the milk. You gotta
have it.
Hey, that nigga know something.
You didn't do it right. If the sugar not at the bottom of the milk,
Yeah.
you didn't put enough on there.
Y'all wick babies, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Listen, man.
Because there's no way in hell that somebody just genuinely likes Kicks, nigga.
Nah, Kicks was like the bottom line.
Kicks
I could never get with Kicks.
and Sugar Smacks. The Sugar Smacks was decent.
I was about to say
That was the best one.
Yeah, I like Sugar Smacks.
Nobody,
Yo.
but nobody. That's what I'm saying. Nobody gonna buy Sugar Smacks. They gonna only gonna get Sugar Smacks because it's free.
Everybody went with that Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Frosted Flakes.
Come on.
That ugly money.
Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast
Fruity
Crunch.
Fruity Pebbles. Definitely.
Captain Crunch, nigga. Are we serious?
Captain Crunch. Definitely. Definitely.
Okay, I got more than that. I'm sorry. The cereal.
That was luxury cereal.
Cereal's a big. All right. Peanut butter and jelly or ramen noodles? I got some questions for you, dog. Hey.
And I told you, I'm sticking to my guns. Definitely. PB&J, bro. All day. I got to. You know why?
Why?
Because that come through in the clutch. See them noodles? I could whip a good noodle.
Right.
It don't last long though.
Okay.
I gotta go get another noodle.
Got you.
No, that PB&J with a glass of that milk. I'm kind of like, I'm gonna chill for a minute.
Right.
I ain't gonna double back on 2-3 PB&Js though.
Okay.
I can't do. One good one.
Yeah.
Maybe a half of another one.
Come on.
Depending, you know. But other than that, yeah, I gotta go PB&J. Man.
It's the most amazing blend of two elements.
Absolutely. I don't even know the origin of PB&J.
Yeah, like who was the first nigga to say this jelly will go good with this peanut butter
Yeah.
and smacked it together?
Absolutely.
That shit was amazing, and it's like it's amazing.
No, it's amazing.
There it is. Okay, I got one more.
That ugly money.
Philly cheesesteak or chopped cheese?
And see, and
Philly is watching.
because I'm New York, I'm gonna go chopped cheese, but I'm gonna give you a little history real quick.
Talk to me.
Buffalo, New York, got a chopped burger. See, so our chopped cheese is a chopped burger. You understand? So they take the ground beef and chop it up,
Right.
and put the onions and put the cheese,
Peppers
on
and
it,
the
all
seasoning.
that in
Yeah.
the chopped burger, like the ground beef.
Right.
And we call it chopped burger up in Buffalo. So, but chopped cheese because I'm from New York.
There it is.
That ugly money.
Before we get out of here, brother, you got to tell me, what does BLONY stand for?
Okay, now BLONY is BLO New York, and it's an acronym for Born Loyal to New York Fashion, because you know New York is the mecca of fashion. So
For sure.
the loyalty that I'm trying to bring back into the fashion zone and atmosphere of just, you know, stylish and premium quality fabrics, and really taking the time out to making your garments is why I call it, you know, Born Loyal.
I know I said I was done, but I got some more questions now.
That ugly money.
Sorry.
That ugly money.
This is what happens when you let me conduct the interview.
That ugly money.
I'm going to say a name.
That ugly money.
I want you to give me the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the name.
That ugly money.
You can either say the first thing that comes to your mind,
That ugly money.
or you can do something that we call the Kanye button and say next question.
That ugly money.
Kanye button is saying what's on your mind.
That ugly money.
Or you can say next question. This is called the Kanye button.
That ugly money.
Dapper Dan.
Okay. Definitely one of the gods of fashion. And street fashion on top of that, because he took an image that wasn't regular at that time and he made it popular, not only amongst those that can afford it, but also for those that was in the celebrity field, you know, the entertainment field. Dapper Dan definitely is one of the original, like I said, he's one of the fashion gods. You can't go wrong with him.
Shouts out Dapper.
That ugly money.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
See, now that's Tekashi's a little out of my era, because I'm old school, so I stick with that no snitching policy. So, you know, I'm gonna just go with a young boy trying to find himself. That's it. That's it.
I like that. I never heard it phrased that way.
For real.
I got another one. Alpo.
Okay, Alpo was a gangster. I ain't gonna lie, Alpo was a gangster. But you gotta hold every man to the same standards if you're gonna be in that life. So that's another one. You know, it's kind of like you gotta stick to your guns. If you're gonna play for real, and don't compromise or live on the edge of, I only told on him because of this, or I told on them and didn't tell on them. So it's like, you know. But Alpo definitely was a gangster in New York.
Funk Master Flex.
Oh, hip hop legend. Funk Master Flex. He introduced a lot of the mixtape, a lot of the DJ blends to the streets. And man, high school, we had to have a Funk Master Flex mix. We had to.
I got a 3-part question. If you had to choose a DJ to DJ the rest of your life, who would you choose between DJ Envy, Funk Master Flex, and DJ Clue?
Ooh. And I gotta go with Uglymoneytv.
Ah!
I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta go with Uglymoneytv. That's another one. He is another one that influenced my upbringing. We had to have a Clue tape. A Clue tape was like kind of like a rite of passage in high school. If you could go up to the crew and pull your headphones out and say, yo, you heard this new Clue tape? You got a different type of respect in the hallway.
That's respect.
You know what I mean? Because Clue was hard to find too. And it was expensive trying to get a real Clue tape back then.
Now I just remember listening to Clue tapes. Like that's how we found out who all the rappers were.
Telling you.
It was like he was his own A&R.
Absolutely.
If you were on the Clue tape, you were popping.
Absolutely.
You were getting $25,000 to $5,000 to show just be on the Clue tape.
If you was on the Clue tape, you definitely was popping.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of underground and original mixes on the Clue tapes.
I remember there was a time where they thought, I think they thought was like, I forgot, like Rasheed Wallace. Never mind. Anyway, I got one more.
That ugly money.
I've been saying I got one more for a while, but it keep on coming up.
That ugly money.
John Gotti.
The Don, but still in all, John Gotti has some flaws with him too. He's definitely the New York Don. Today they give a little more information behind him, but when I was coming up, we used to think John Gotti was like flawless. You know, he was the gangster. But now you learn as you start watching more documentaries and stuff, you know, he had a little flaws in him, but he definitely was one of the Dons.
Power 105 or Hot 97?
Hot 97. All day.
That's some true New York shit right there.
All day.
Why Hot 97?
All day. Because here we go again. Hot 97, the breaking of the artists, and just the Hot 97 was more street. It was more, you didn't have to even play none of your tapes. You could turn the music on, turn the radio on, and just ride to Hot 97. And they was gonna come with some classics. They was gonna come with some underground. Like you was gonna just hear it. Especially in the hip hop era. It was just, yeah, it was a different feeling, man, different time.
Benny the Butcher or Dave East?
You know, I got to go homegrown.
I'm just making sure.
Because Butch, that's my guy, you know. But you know I gotta go homegrown. I'm gonna go Butch. I gotta go home.
Just because where you from?
It's not even that. It's because, see, Butch is explaining, like I said, where we come from. So I gotta go with the narrative of where I was homegrown, you know. Davies, I salute Davies, but he downstate. You know they kind of like despised us downstate a little bit. You know, we got that little New York, like that cousin at the family cookout beef type. But it's still all love and all one and the same. But I gotta go with the Butch, man.
It's cool. It's cool because, you know, I think Magoo from Timberland and Magoo is a better rapper than Havoc from Mobb Deep.
No, come on.
From Virginia.
I can't.
I'm just bullshit. You know? Hey, man, let these folks know.
I can't agree with you on that.
Let these folks know where to follow you at before we get out of here, Rich.
Okay, you can follow me at BLONY _2024. That's on Instagram. You can find me at Tomalik Joe also. That's my Facebook. So, you know, just check me out.
Y'all tap in, man. Get you some of that BLONY.
That ugly money.
Y'all can follow me at uglymoneyniche. That's uglymoneyniche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with my partner, Rich of BLONY.
That ugly money. That ugly money.
That ugly money.
That ugly money. That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success, everything between your first dollar and your first